then at a certain point, everyone turned on J.K. Rowling, and I was just like, oh, well, like...
Dodge that bullet.
Dodge that bullet. I'm not a fan of you.
We're going to talk about J.K. Rowling, everybody. Everyone's favorite person in the world.
Not mine.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not saying.
I actually think you're the only one that's a Harry Potter fan.
Wand and shit.
I do have a wand. It's over there.
Give fucking J.K. Rowling's any of my money.
Dude, J.K. Rowling's. It's
Rowling's. No, fuck it. Her name is J.K. Rowling's. I don't care.
I apparently have a Harry Potter T-shirt.
No.
Where'd you get that from?
Burn it.
I got it from Goodwill. I just like the little eagle that it had.
Oh.
You got a raven. It's probably a raven. It's Ravenclaw.
No. It was from Fantastic Beasts, the first one.
Oh, God. That's even
Jesus.
worse.
Yeah, that movie's
Well, okay,
terrible.
so I'll admit. Yeah,
I still wear it. It's comfortable.
Well, I like Harry Potter as actively because...
You're right, Josh.
What happened?
No, just
Trans rights are
speaking.
equal rights.
Yeah. We'll get there. Which is, yes, but we'll get there. I like Harry Potter. I liked the movies growing up. I went to the world before. The last thing I did in California before I moved here was to go to the Harry Potter world in Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was wonderful. I was the exact same age as those kids growing up. They might have been a year younger or a year older than me, depending on where they were.
When you went to that?
When I was growing up, when the movies came
Like
out.
when the first
Well, I
movie
know
came
that.
out.
How old were you when you went to the theme park?
Well, right before.
25, 26.
But he's saying when the movie started, he was like,
before the
yeah.
Yeah, we
so I'm
all
11
were.
years old, and he's like, "You're a wizard, Harry," and I'm like, "I'm a what?" And I was like, "Yeah, I get to grow up with these children, and then have this wonderful movie series that shows them growing up in the '90s, which I did, and then
The
it's set in the
2000s.
'90s. Well, it was that movie
book,
was set
yes.
in the '90s, the
Right.
book. And I was like, "Yeah, this is great. I love this Battle of Hogwarts. Hell yeah! I'm a Gryffindor. I'm a whatever."
You're
the fuck.
Hufflepuff.
I am a Hufflepuff.
Yeah. Okay.
We had a toy hat at that same place, and we put it on our head, and it was like, Hufflepuff! And I was like, fuck!
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, sure. And I looked at what Hufflepuffs were. They're the only ones that aren't full of them fucking selves.
They're actually
That's the
nice.
truth. They're good
They're
people.
genuinely good people.
Cedric Diggory, fucking dope-ass dude. Didn't have to die, but he
He's
died
not
anyway.
popular.
Right.
You
No,
know?
he was popular. He was the most popular dude.
In Hufflepuff?
I don't
Yeah.
think. Oh,
That doesn't count for much.
The Triwizard Tournament. He was Cedric Diggory. You're like, fuck yeah, Cedric's gonna win. Harry Potter, you fuck.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. He was
Was he
also
Hufflepuff? No
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
He's the most popular kid in the AV club.
He was. He really was.
Slytherins are
He's that guy that
douches.
didn't know he was cool.
Look, exactly. Which
Yeah.
is the coolest guy.
Well, he's dead, so it didn't matter.
My boy.
My Goblet of Fire is my favorite.
Goblet of Fire's fun as
Yeah,
shit,
it was
but-
my
That's the
favorite.
first one I saw.
It's a tournament arc.
Good.
It's a tournament arc. It's a tournament arc.
It's the best pacing, yeah.
No, but so like Slytherins are full of themselves, full of shit. Nobody likes them. Gryffindors think they're too good for everybody, and
I thought he was
Ravenclaws
Gryffindor, yeah.
are book weirdos. Nobody likes book weirdos.
That's just because you hate books.
you do.
Yeah, I
Josh
hate
Man,
books.
Josh Man is saying that he bullied Harry Potter after the Goblet. I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, no wait, Cedric was like, hey.
In the movie.
It might have been in the book. I
Probably
don't
the
know.
book.
Well, no,
yeah.
because in the movies, everyone was fucking with Harry because it's like, you put your name in the Goblet of Fire, you idiot. You're not 18. What the fuck's the matter with you?
But you're Harry Potter.
But you're Harry Potter. What do you think? You're special, you fuck? And then Cedric was like, hey, man, I think it's fucking dragons, dude. We got to watch the fuck out. And he was like,
trying to
what?
help him out,
Trying to
yeah.
help him out because he's a good fucking dude because Hufflepuffs are dope.
They are.
But the point is, I care about this enough to get excited about it.
Care so much you're defending that you're a Hufflepuff. Like, I don't know. I don't care.
Right,
Like,
and that's a problem.
I was Gryffindor, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just saying.
Sand Village over here.
He's an ass man. He's in prison.
Are you getting mixed up with the houses in Game of Thrones?
The reason why I think I am still such a Harry Potter fan.
Really trying to down that hill, ain't she?
No, oh, she is though.
Yeah,
well, that's
she
what I'm gonna
really
get
is,
to
yeah.
because J.K. Rowling. The reason why I still like Harry Potter is because once I started hearing about this stuff about her, I was like, okay, she's anti-trans. She's made comments. I have the things here. She had made comments saying that trans women were men in dresses, mocked an opinion piece that used the term "people who menstruate." Backed activist Maya Forstater after fired for transphobic tweets, and penned a lengthy statement in June 2020 about the reason she was worried about the new trans activism.
Right.
So I had heard that news. Man, fuck J.K. Rowling. Trans people are fucking dope. They deserve all the rights and all the protections that they need, all the medication that they need, all the things, right? All trans people get whatever you want. We support you fully. That said, I said, well, fuck J.K. Rowling. And I just kind of let it go, just not thinking about it. And then I happened upon her Twitter, I want to say less than 3 weeks ago.
Jesus, why?
Well,
I mean, I used to follow her once upon a time because in 2016, before Turf or whatever, like she had some funny zingers about Trump, like in 2016. But now it's
a one-way just,
And I thought it was like, okay,
really
she
crazy.
said some things.
Yeah.
That was my thinking. She said some things, and they were kind of unfortunate, and I don't like them. But then she decided to go do other things, maybe save her career, maybe do some other endeavors or whatever.
Open
right?
a new theme park.
Right. Just do something, right? Do fucking something.
Nah.
And then I happened upon her Twitter, and she was just on
That's all she talks
about that. I mean, she's got the new book.
It's
Let me
an
scroll. Let me
obsession
scroll
at this
some 4 or
point,
5
yeah.
times, right?
hot pie from Game of Thrones. Someone else tried to steal that.
Here.
Whatever.
The Gender Identity Clinic experimented on vulnerable children.
Yeah, it's
The shutting down a gender identity clinic after reviewed as people were vulnerable.
there's dug in, and then there's this shit.
Right.
Like
Gay men's Allison Bailey for the judgment against gay. I don't know. It's
So she's just on. Now she's on that.
right. Just
what the
all
fuck?
the time. It's all
That's all she talks about.
transgender ally charged. Like every
It's an
little
obsession.
thing.
Yeah, it's a crazed obsession.
And then
at
I
this
thought,
point.
okay,
Is that
well,
the guy that shotgunned a bunch of people?
I don't know, man. I don't
who
fucking
the
care.
fuck knows? Yeah, it's getting in the mind of a crazy person.
But the
it
idea
seems.
is that like everything is linked now to transgenderism, almost like Chappelle. Like I think Chappelle fell down that
they're in the
same
same
thing.
fucking boat to me.
I
Right.
think they're friends. I mean, didn't
Not
Chappelle
shocking.
literally say that he is a turf?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, of course they're part of the same club. They are friends.
And
Guess
so
they
it's
meet every
like-
Sunday. I don't know.
Right.
Like yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I put those two in the same, the exact same category.
And her name was popping up more and more. And Marcus, you had talked about her new book and what you had a problem with
Yeah.
on her new book.
I did see that.
I didn't see any. I don't read books, so you know this. I'm a Ravenclaw. I'm not a Ravenclaw for a reason. I
Jesus,
don't
man.
read those. It was either
Read a
Ravenclaw
goddamn book.
or Hufflepuff.
You have a
Hufflepuff-
bookshelf with 0 books on it.
And Hufflepuff was huffing
It's
stuff.
not
and I
there.
said,
Don't
okay.
yeah, it's not there.
There are books there, and
There's
two of them
one
are
book.
sketchbooks.
Yeah.
So I saw a tweet and I was like, "This can't be true," because I know nothing about. I hated J.K. Rowling because I thought growing up as a teenager, because I'm a little bit older than Sam, I went down the sci-fi hole. And I'm realizing now that it was like, it's really weird that I was like, I got into Lex and Firefly and
Firefly's nice.
yeah, I mean, it's still like, I don't have six books.
Right.
I don't have other friends that I can be like, oh, let's go.
Yeah,
like,
Firefly wasn't communal. It wasn't
Yeah.
as big a sensation as what Harry Potter was.
True.
But that being said, I was just like, no, these wizards are kind of lame. Like, they don't do anything. I actually, like, when it comes to magic in that time frame, I thought The Sorcerer's Apprentice did a better, like...
It wasn't a bad series.
Yeah. Well, there's one movie with Nicolas Cage.
I was talking about books.
Oh, yeah. Fuck those books.
Right.
But I then at a certain point everyone turned on J.K. Rowling and I was just like, oh, well, like
Dodge that bullet.
dodge that bullet. I'm not a fan of you. And then
And Josh Whedon did some shit.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
goes that.
I rewatched Firefly recently. There's a lot of rape in it, but going on.
Yeah, there's one in the movie, Serenity.
Oh, there is, yeah.
Yeah, for no reason, or not for no reason, but you didn't need it
Yeah,
necessarily.
look who made it. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I just saw this tweet that was like, J.K. Rowling's book just dropped. It's 600 pages longer than Dune, which is the longest fuck book.
It's a thick ass book.
Type 10 font in that right
Yeah. It's a thick book with a lot of tiny font.
there. Right.
So it's 600 pages longer than Dune, and
There you go, hold on.
it's about a YouTube.
There's the first. it's
They had to stretch the font out.
it's all fat.
Thick as hell, yeah.
The other one's like Dune, Messiah, Children of Dune, God Emperor, Heretics.
Normal. Yeah, fucking War and Peace.
So J.K. Rowling's one book is the equivalent of the 3 Dunes, right there.
So
yeah.
like
Oh my god, that's a fucking manifesto. Go ahead.
It also looks like this guy only read the first 3 and then just kind of like bought the other 2 out of obligation. Was
That
like,
one is
"Oh, I'm kind of
untouched."
done.
that one
It's
is
the set. I have to get,
look.
for aesthetic purposes, I have to get
Like
all
that
of
one
them.
is legit untouched, and that one has one crease. He didn't get
So
that far.
clearly
into
the
it.
series doesn't get better as it goes along.
That's a
I-
lot
I
of
don't know
Dune,
shit
man.
about
It's
it.
a
I
lot of
don't-
sandworms.
when I
I'm
said
not
it
a
was into
fan.
sci-fi, I did not get into Dune.
No
That was too
Asimov
much.
or anything?
No,
Okay.
too much.
Oh my god! But
Asimov, yes, but
I'm
not
about
Dune. But anyway, so I was like, it's 600 pages longer than Dune, which makes it long as fuck. And it's all about a YouTube content creator that gets stabbed for being transphobic.
It's 600 pages.
Longer than not 600 pages long. 600 longer.
How long is Dune? 600.
It's like 1,000 something.
So it's about 1,600 pages.
Sweet Lord.
Fucking hell, dude.
Let me see.
Like at this
Dune
point,
page length.
does she have family?
Dune is 412 pages.
So it's 1,000 pages.
Does she have family?
Not that probably talk
Somebody
to her anymore.
fucking help her, because she's a crazy person.
Good
In
step
my
away.
opinion, she is a crazy person.
Look it, man. So like,
I actually didn't even learn
Unhinged.
the name of the book. I was just like, this is a terrible idea.
That's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life.
so the new novel, The Ink Black Heart, involves a storyline that appears to mirror Rowling's public downfall as she continually made statements that have been widely condemned as transphobic. That goes on to say that Harry Potter stars Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint. Don't like her, by the way.
Yeah, no, they don't.
We aren't going to talk about it this episode, but that Weird Al trailer looks amazing.
It's on Roku.
It looks stupid,
on
and it's not
Roku.
going to be that great.
I love Evan Rachel Wood also,
it's gonna be
on
fun.
Roku.
I
I love
promise we'll
Daniel
talk about it.
Radcliffe, but it's on Roku.
We got a trans man in the chat. That's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Who we got?
Oh, Goliath.
Oh, hell yeah, Goliath.
Yeah, if I was a
Right
trans
on.
man, I'd choose my name to be Goliath. That is the most man name ever. I am Hercules.
I thought you would choose it because you're 6'5", but that's fine.
Oh no, I'm Sam. I can't change my name to Goliath.
could.
Goliath.
I mean,
You
this
could.
is
Yeah,
also
no,
the
you don't wanna-
internet.
yeah,
You
don't
can
step
just
on
pick
Goliath.
whatever.
Exactly.
Goliath 702 got there first.
That's
so
what I'm saying, though.
That would be a real dick move.
Is that a trans? Because that works. Because
Don't do that
I
to
don't know.
Goliath.
It's fine.
but Yeah.
it's positive because they are a man, and I love that about them.
He's a
and-
man, yeah. Okay, we got that.
Oh, that pansexual.
stuff.
Damn, I would read the Bible and the Quran first. But no,
No
so
shit.
let's see here. So
It's
in
probably more entertaining.
Probably less hateful too.
Yeah, probably so.
Probably way
strangely.
more accepted.
and to be fair, there's only a couple stabbings. In
The Old
palms.
Testament, let's throw that one in there.
Right,
It's less offensive than fucking J.K. Rowling's new book.
right. But but Tommy, you have to understand, Tommy.
What?
The woke mob is coming to attack these YouTube people. In her new book, Rowling introduces readers
Who's
to
the-
Edie Leadwell, a creator of a popular YouTube cartoon who sees internet trolls and her own fandom turn on her after the cartoon was criticized as being racist and ableist, as well as transphobic for a bit about a hermaphrodite worm.
What the fuck?
Okay.
This is about a YouTube?
JJ has thoughts.
There are many, many problems with this premise.
So much.
A YouTube
So-
cartoon.
so much.
Cartoons do not make money on YouTube.
First and foremost. Yeah.
Is she writing Strong Bad? Like that's the only one. Red versus Blue, maybe? I don't know.
Is this set in 2002?
It has to be.
What the
Like-
fuck?
Her popular
A
Flash
bunch of
animation.
animators have kind of just stopped
Yeah.
because, yeah, YouTube switched over from like view count to like length
Right.
in terms of how people get paid out. So animation takes like, a fucking month to make a minute. Mm-hmm. It's not worth it no more.
Hell no.
You need a Patreon or something.
Right.
She doesn't know that.
Well,
She don't know shit. So obviously.
this character, Edie, her trials and tribulations go on. The creator is doxxed with photos of her home plastered on the internet, subjected to death and rape threats for having an opinion, and was ultimately found stabbed to death in a cemetery. The book takes a clear aim at social justice warriors and suggests that Leadwell was a victim of a masterfully plotted, politically fueled hate campaign against her.
So this is sponsored by Fox News, yes?
I already have a better premise.
Yeah, well,
All right. So
Ben Shapiro is behind this, no?
No, Ben Shapiro, there'd have to be a dude who is too small who grew to be a big real
That can't
man.
grow facial hair.
That could grow facial hair and has a big wiener. And has to have a big wiener
True.
because Ben Shapiro has written books
and
that
is
said
slaying
that.
countless dry pussies.
Oh, yeah.
You can't have the devil's moisture in this house, all right? No waps here. According to Ben
People are
Shapiro.
real.
I wanna
That's
hear-
the fucked up part.
I want to hear JJ's
But-
premise.
You're right.
Go ahead, JJ.
All right. I'm just tweaking her premise a little bit. Instead of being a YouTube cartoonist, VTuber.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
And instead of, the doxing and stuff, that can still happen.
Yes.
Instead of getting stabbed, get swatted.
Swatted. There you go.
Shot by SWAT.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty short book, though, no?
I mean, how is this a thousand?
Right.
She could squeeze 1,000 pages out of that premise. She could get like double out of mine.
No shit.
So hold on. So
Oh,
that was
wow.
the Rolling Stone condensing the plot of that book down to has a cartoon, people attack her, they threaten her, they eventually stab her in a
She could get hate
cemetery.
rated too.
That's
There's
a
another
spoiler,
plot
huh?
twist.
Right, no,
Yeah.
but
Like she
stab-
gave the whole thing away.
but stabbed in a cemetery, that's really on the nose first and foremost. Like swatting would be much
Subtlety
more-
is not a part of this.
Right.
I don't know if you got that. It's pretty.
No wop, just cap.
the web just capped. Get out of here, Peter Pan. Sorry.
Peter Pan sexual.
But
Yeah.
but you're saying 1,000 pages
Of that.
of that.
I bet you most of it's incoherent.
I bet most of it is just complaining.
It's
I
all,
bet
it's
you
all it is.
money.
I assume she's the avatar
I'm
for
assuming
Evie,
a
is it?
bunch of pages are just her like trying to figure out how YouTube works.
Oh, absolutely.
A bunch of new games are coming out, right?
Right.
And news came out for the new Harry Potter game, and this one came with a floating wand and a couple other knickknacks. It's a pre-order thing, right?
So you got it, right?
I didn't get it.
Okay.
Well, because that's the thing. Well, here's the thing about the game. You never heard about it, right?
No.
So the game is about, it's like 1800s Hogwarts, right? So effectively, nothing's really changed. Hogwarts is old-timey
Yes,
place, right?
right.
But it's about a goblin. I want to say goblin? I think because goblins are the bankers. It's a goblin rebellion.
I wonder what that seems like.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
go ahead.
Oh, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah.
So it's like a goblin rebellion. All the guys who are at the banks. Have you seen the Harry Potter
I
movies?
have.
And you've seen their big
Yes,
hook
I know.
noses and the
I-
ears.
I thought of one thing.
Jewish stereotypes. Speaking of kosher meals.
Sure did.
So the premise of the game is that they're uprising and you have to squash their uprising.
So it's World War II.
Maybe
you're
not
Nazi.
quite World War II,
You're
but
Nazi. That's what I've seen. You saying that's the first thing that popped into my mind. You're a Nazi. So
there-
J.K. Rowling did write this game.
right.
Okay.
So no, but
Is
she
there a
didn't
way
write the
to
game,
be on
but
the side of the hobgoblins or whatever the other side is?
Well, Dobby's a slave, and that was clearly black
He's an
people.
elf.
he's an elf.
Elf, sorry. But
Dobby.
he's a slave still.
Dobby is free elf.
Well, that's because
That's
you got
all
a
I know.
sock, right? But that's the thing, right? So, like, the game, you're in Hogwarts, you're taking classes, you're doing magic spells, you're upgrading. If you were into Harry Potter, it's everything you could ever want in a Harry Potter. High fidelity graphics. It's
Right.
supposed to be a good time, right?
Remember Bully? It's that
do.
only with Harry Potter.
Oh, so do I get to beat kids up if I'm...
Do we get to beat up Hufflepuffs? That's all I need.
Yeah. Can I be a part? Oh, if you're Slytherin, that's all you do. Right? That's a course.
So, like, there's some clips from the game. It's a little darker there, but yeah, you go to the Forbidden Forest, you go walk the campus and stuff. But, like, yeah, you're dealing.
Who's the headmaster?
It's
in
still Dumbledore.
1800s. Not in
I think so.
1800s.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe there's a guy before him.
Yeah, we don't know who that guy
Cornelius
is.
something. I don't know. It's always
Chad is
someone.
actually down to play this game.
No, but that's the thing is that
I can't wait to quest for Sam's other shoe.
so like there's the thing, right? So you're like, okay, you got your Hogwarts classes, real graphics, Hogwarts mapped in PS5 graphics, right?
Best way to practice is by dueling.
You get the
with
dual
dark.
cats, you know.
Group of talented
It's no way they would. That kid looks like he's Asian. It's no way they would have let an Asian in Hogwarts in the 1800s.
Right.
I actually
Oh,
think
bullshit.
no. I
Already.
actually think that there is an Asian character in Harry Potter, and then like
No, it's
J.K. Rowling goes out of her way to be like this Oriental lady, like, and
Oh,
then
yeah, Cho Chang, yeah.
He absolutely does. God
But
damn
like,
it.
look up, like for if you're a Harry Potter person or just like cool video games, that looks pretty neat.
I like cool video games. I want to play this shit.
Right. Well, you don't have any ties to it, right? You don't.
I watched the movie. I was a fan once upon a time. I got off that bandwagon quick.
Right, but you're off the bandwagon.
Right.
Some of like, one of the tropes that like Gen Z
It was easy to let go. Yeah.
But Gen Z people
Right.
make fun of millennials, and one of the big things that they make fun of is which Harry Potter house millennials are always obsessed about, right? I mean, we
Yeah.
had a conversation about it. We're not immune from it, but it was a crucial part of some of these people's upbringing, right?
Okay.
Some of my close friends are Harry Potter nerds, and they still like it despite that, and they don't like the transphobic shit. But it's hard to remove one and the other. It really is.
It's R. Kelly for them.
because essentially, yeah.
I mean,
In a
that's the
weird
only way
yeah.
to count it, yeah.
Because like any dollar that supports this supports that fucking lunatic.
So here's the thing. We're at a point now where so many people have been called that cancel shit. Fuck that shit. I go by LeVar Burton's theory. It's not cancel culture. It's consequence culture.
Of course.
Like, goddamn it. Yeah, people aren't going to like you talking shit about them and being a hateful motherfucker. Surprise, surprise. And they don't want to fucking support you anymore.
Right.
They have that right, and that's what they're doing. So fuck you and whatever cancel culture bullshit you're talking about.
Right.
But the bottom line is, it's at this point we all have one that we feel fucking shitty about.
Right.
But that it's hard to let go. So like a lot of the Harry Potter people, I'm not going to shit on you. I get it. It's, like I said, that's why I brought up R. Kelly. It's Ignition and I Believe I Can Fly for me to where I'm like, fuck, do I have to though? Like, I can separate it with him.
Right.
So you can't really shit on people who are like, well, I can separate it with J.K.
Right.
Rowling shit and do whatever. I don't know her name.
But people are kind of headhunting on this one in particular, though, because they're like, you support this person, you fucking support the trans downfall.
So
and it's like, it's a higher stakes.
I get why,
type of
because
thing,
I think right now at this moment, me and you, like you said, Ignition and I Believe I Can Fly. I know I keep going to this, but it's the best example.
Right.
You're like, it's a guilty pleasure, but, I might accidentally listen to it and I might groove to it.
Right.
He's in fucking jail probably for the rest of his life, essentially.
That helps.
That helps a great deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not getting paid off this shit anymore.
With a bunch of other people where it's easy to separate the art from the artist, they're either in jail
or dead.
Yeah,
exactly. And it's just at that point, you're like, okay, well, that's a little easier. J.K. Rowling is still making a lot of fucking money off of this shit. That's the shitty part.
And apparently the dev...
Like,
that's why I have to cut bait.
Influence politics kind of money.
Buying yachts and shit. Joe Manchin. Like, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't do that. I can't give this motherfucker any more money. I can't give it anything else.
Right.
Because she's just shit to me.
Right.
She's pure fucking shit, and I can't do it.
And I absolutely abhor the things that she says, right?
Yeah.
And the biggest separation, the hard part is like, how does somebody make such a diverse and cool fucking book 20 years ago?
Diverse.
It wasn't diverse.
I was
That's
about
the
to say
thing.
diverse.
If you read that book, it's very on the nose on a lot of shit. Hence the bankers. Hence Dobby.
Hence the Asian lady getting
Yeah,
dragged.
like
Chang.
that kind of shit. Like she's very like
But
really.
it's about accepting weirdos and like
no, it's not.
Other things like
it's
that.
about superior
Accepting
people.
weirdos as long as you're white.
That's it. It's superiority. I'm a wizard. I'm better than everybody else.
No, but then they had racist.
Oh, the
wizards.
Muggles.
All
that
but
bullshit.
the Mudbloods. They would call them
the Mudbloods. It doesn't matter.
Mixed people are cool according
That's
to Harry
what
Potter.
it is. Because it was a couple light-skinned black people. Harry Potter.
As long as you're mixed with white people,
you gotta
it's
be
fine.
you gotta be J.K. Rowling's type of black or Hispanic or Asian person. If you're that, then you can be in one of the groups. You can't be a main character, but
I don't
you can
think
be
we
a
got
part
a
of
Harry
something.
Potter wizard.
Huh?
I don't think we got a Harry
You
Potter.
did not.
No.
I apologize. That's on me. I gave her more inclusivity than she
Josh
actually
Mann
did.
in the chat is like slaves, Jewish people, racial insensitivity, anti-poor people, blood purity.
Yeah.
Look,
That blood purity shit is
the
real.
blood purity people, to be fair, were the bad guys. I don't want to own it. I'd be ashamed.
You should be ashamed,
I would,
regardless.
dude, I would put like physical porno DVDs on my bookshelf in
Right.
place of books before I put that on my shelf, to be honest. But am I standing here saying I want to play
wanna
the
play
game?
it, yeah.
I want to play the game.
Play the
but
game.
I don't feel good,
As long as that's the case.
and I've not fucked in a baptismal pool,
I
so I don't
just-
know if I could be saved from
I
it.
just need people to feel that twinge, you know?
I feel it hurts.
Feel the twinge. If you feel the twinge, okay.
That wand hurts to have.
If you play this shit happily, fuck you.
Right, if
Like,
you're pre-ordering
yeah,
it for
no.
a floating wand, like
Get
fuck
the
off.
fuck off. Yeah. Don't pre-order.
I'm not gonna pre-order. I don't pre-order shit. Fuck that.
I never
Fuck
pre-order.
pre-orders and fuck DLC packs. Dark
Come out
Arts
with better
pack.
games. How about that?
Well, let us
I haven't
know
bought a
what you
game in
think.
like 2 years.
Let us know what you think, and I wonder if I buy this, that I also
Rent it at Redbox.
They don't do games anymore. Oh, that I would have
Damn.
stole mad.
Do Redbox still exist?
No, oh, they do for movies, yeah,
They
but
do,
not for
yeah.
games. No, I think what I'm gonna do is, I guess if I buy this game, and I make this challenge for all of you out
I
there.
used.
If you not even that.
And trade it in immediately.
Buy the game if you have to buy it new, buy it used, whatever. But also match whatever you pay for it to a pro transgender assistance.
I like that.
Donation fund.
Yeah.
I think that's
Counter.
fair.
I like that.
So you put $60 towards the game, put $60 towards that.
That'll help alleviate some of that guilt.
I mean,
A little.
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 Because you can't say all the money goes to JK.
No.
But all of that money goes to trans.
You're gonna be
folks
spending
and
more,
help.
but it's fine because you'll feel better,
And
and
you
it's
know
going
what?
to a
I
better
dare say
cause.
double it. It'd be a $180 game.
I
Fuck it.
recommend JJ buy it used.
Buy it used.
Don't give her full price. She doesn't
No.
deserve full
No,
price.
if you buy it
GameStop
used, she
full.
doesn't get anything.
Huh?
She doesn't get anything from the used game sale.
Right there. Do that. If you don't do that, we're not friends anymore.
Done. All right. I think we found a loophole.
And you can still donate.
And donate.
And do that too. Then you're good.
So-
I say you're good after that.
Right.
JJ does too.
And then
You have our blessing. Do it.
Jesus literally gave it.
Jesus literally said it.
And then you do a couple Hail Marys, and then I like this one too. Buy your trans homie lunch. Find a trans homie, buy him lunch.
Yeah.